Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another intriguing episode of the Weekend Superheroes Podcast. Sorry for the delay. Life keeps getting in the way of podcasting. But alas,
nice rhyme.
Here we are. And today is Tuesday, November 26, 2019. I'm Sean. With me today, we have Pat, we have Steve, we have Darius. Guys, how are we tonight?
Great.
We got the band back together.
Yeah, we're all here.
So much.
I didn't miss any of you. It's just nice to be back drinking again.
If this is your first episode, welcome to the show. If you've been with us for a while, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for listening. Either way, let's move ahead by looking back. Steve, who did we talk to last time on the show?
Technically, I didn't talk to anybody. You guys talked to the UK's top competitive speed eater, Leah Shutkever. And she gave away the secrets to speed eating and actually hosted a hot dog eating contest in which Pat won for me the entire acre of land that we purchased.
Yeah, how is it that you won the land
I'm
and you weren't
pretty upset about
even
this
here?
whole thing.
I don't want to talk about it.
That's right. And Leah was amazing. So please go back one episode and have a listen if you haven't. And visit Steve on the Moon if you're ever in the area.
Yeah, stop by. I'll have cookies.
In the spirit of Thanksgiving, I'd like to go around and let's just say what we are thankful for. Pat, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful that I got married last year and I don't have to do all the planning and preparations all over again.
Right, fair
I'm actually thankful for you guys.
Aww.
It's nice to have a group of people that we can just be around and cut up on and be cut up on, you know? Just nice.
Is it dusty in here?
Darius, what are you thankful for?
Yeah, top that, Darius.
I don't know if I can.
You know what? I think I'm just going to get out of here, guys. Thank you. Great episode.
Good episode. I will see you next time, guys.
Have a good night, guys. And I'm thankful for all you guys. This podcast is
very
brought us
original.
together.
Super original.
Actually, you know what? Can I go back? Can I do mine again? I want to say I'm thankful for all you guys.
Let him talk. Go ahead, Darius.
I'm thankful we do this podcast because we get together. Well, we try to get together once a month, but
sometimes twice.
We slack a little bit, but
every 28 days or so.
Yeah, or quarterly.
Sean, what are you thankful for?
Guy, I'm just really thankful for you guys. You guys are phenomenal. Thank you so much. But the thankfulness talk lets us know that it is Thanksgiving time again. That's a day where we as Americans completely skip over American history and we gorge ourselves on turkey, gravy, mashed potatoes, gravy, stuffing, corn, and gravy. Did I miss anything?
Gravy.
Gravy. I knew it. Right, the extra stuff.
Did you say gravy?
Shots of gravy.
You name it.
But just how much turkey do we eat around this time? Steve, hit us with a very long-awaited study show.
According to the National Turkey Federation, now is this from 2011?
It has to be. That's where his internet
It's
stops.
definitely Ask Jeeves.
He hasn't renewed his internet since 2011.
Anyway, this is last year. Americans ate over 45 million turkeys. Holy shit!
Just on Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Wow.
And every year, it would seem these turkeys are getting bigger because, according to the NTF, the average turkey bought was 16 pounds.
Wow.
That's a lot of turkey.
So I was talking to a guy at work. His family got a 40-pound turkey this year. I didn't know turkeys came that big.
So, and that's crazy considering that the first Thanksgiving technically didn't even have turkey. Does anyone even know why we eat that particular bird on Thanksgiving?
I do.
Delicious.
And
why?
Enlighten us.
And actually, there's debate on whether there was turkey at the first Thanksgiving or not. While it's not specifically said they ate it, there is a mention of gathering turkeys and eating other fowl. But so the reason we eat turkey, most people believe, is because A, it's a very American holiday, and turkey is native to North America. So that's part of it. The other part is that, way back in the day, it's one of the few animals that didn't have another use. So if you cook your chicken, you're not going to have eggs anymore. You cook your cow, you're not going to get milk anymore. So it was really just kind of existed for eating.
Son of a bitch! You just
It's
turkey. You're done.
Process of elimination.
You're just
and
done.
and it's also bigger than a chicken, so it can feed the entire family.
Our last guest, Leah Shutkever, does not hold any world records involving Thanksgiving items. There are actually
she is British.
There are actually quite a few.
British.
I've narrowed it down to 3, which brings us to Thanksgiving game time.
It's a
Do we
frozen
have to eat
turkey.
hot dogs again?
And away we go. In 2010, in a pumpkin fest in Ohio, the New Bremen giant pumpkin growers made the largest pumpkin pie. How much did it weigh in pounds? My hint is it is between 1 and 5,000 pounds. Question number 2.
Between 1 pound and 5,000 pounds?
Between
or between
1,000 and
Okay.
5,000 pounds.
Wait, between 1,000 and 5,000 pounds?
Hey guys,
no, because I thought you said like I thought
You
you meant
said
like
you'd give us
So
the
this
questions
was-
again if we
I
needed
I
it.
legit I thought you meant 1 pound and
And-
5,000 pounds.
1,000 pounds and 5,000.
Eyes on your
Okay.
own papers, evereveryone.
All right.
I see you looking at my paper.
And this is from
Darius.
2010
God
search engine.
damn it. Question 2. Paul Kelly from the UK had the fastest time to completely carve a turkey. How fast in minutes and seconds? It is between 1 minute and 5 minutes. The third one also comes from Paul Kelly. He's a busy man. Also holds the record for the fastest time to pluck 3 turkeys. He went head to head with Chef Gordon Ramsay and
Oh,
won.
shit.
And won. What was his time in minutes and seconds? I will not give you the time, but I will tell you he beat Ramsay's time of 11 minutes and 31 seconds.
And it was 2 turkeys he plucked?
3.
3.
The winner
A
receives
menage a turkey.
the winner receives this awesome turkey toy I just got on Amazon. Compliments of yours truly. Okay, let's see how we did. Largest pumpkin pie was Pat.
3,200 pounds.
Steve.
2,100 pounds.
Darius.
3,284 pounds.
The answer is 3,699
Damn
pounds.
it.
Darius, 1 point. The fastest time to completely carve a turkey was Pat.
1 minute 47 seconds.
Steve.
1 minute 6 seconds.
3 minutes, 24 seconds.
3 minutes and 19 seconds. That would
Darius
be
is gonna Darius is gonna
Nailed
sweep
It
it.
doesn't matter what the third one is. Darius
Darius
already
swept.
won.
He already won. He got 2 points. It's over.
Well, let's tell you what, Darius. Do you want to leave this up to a 2-pointer? And then we'll go by milliseconds if we need to. How do you feel? Or do you want to take the victory? I'll leave it up to you.
Darius,
No, we'll go to milliseconds.
Milliseconds.
Oh, wow.
Milliseconds.
So this one's worth 2. This one's worth 2. The fastest time to pluck 3 turkeys was Pat.
I actually want Darius to go first.
All right, Darius.
Because whoever goes last wins.
Go, Darius.
10 minutes, 48 seconds.
Steve.
Go ahead, Pat.
8 minutes 32 seconds.
Steve.
6 minutes 9 seconds. Get
11 minutes.
Oh my God!
30 seconds. Darius hits all 3.
What though?
Did you get it though? 6 minutes 9
What
seconds.
I got to make
Nice.
up for
That's a nice time.
all the times that I messed up factor fucking.
Wow.
I finally got it.
Darius
3
fucking
on that.
swept the fucking Thanksgiving.
Darius,
Wow.
congratulations.
Wow,
Well done. Here's your
Darius
prize.
wins Thanksgiving.
Darius swept it.
And speaking of Thanksgiving, this is your
Hashtag swept him.
This
Swept 'em.
is your friendly reminder to set your scales back 10 pounds this month. Thanksgiving
Waka.
Thanksgiving dishes such as mashed potatoes, green bean casserole, stuffing, and pecan pie are loaded with sugar or fat or both.
Oh, like me.
The Calorie Control Council, or the
C cubed.
estimates that 1 cup of mashed potatoes contains 238 calories and 8 grams of fat. The CCC also, or C cubed, also calculates that the average American will consume a hefty 3,000 calories on Thanksgiving, and that's just dinner.
Easily.
I was going to say that.
Things like drinks,
Very
desserts,
easily.
appetizers, anything can bring the total calorie count for most Americans to 4,500 calories.
How many calories are in an IV of gravy?
You got to figure 1 gram of fat is 9 calories.
Sure is.
And a gram of either protein or carbs is 4 calories. So like you're piling them on Thanksgiving.
Welcome to Thanksgiving.
So I shouldn't eat my body weight in mashed potatoes then?
Oh, and most people think that America is the fattest country in the world, when in fact,
USA.
when in fact, according to the World Health Organization, or the
Who?
Oh God.
who
Who are you?
pulled data from 2015, the U.S. is actually tied with the Bahamas, ranked 17th.
You sons of
Well,
bitches.
hold on. Let's be honest.
17th
Let's
on
be
the
honest.
BMI.
17?
The Bahamas might as well be part of the U.S.
Yeah, they are us.
Yeah.
Aren't they a territory?
They-
No.
It should be.
So, of the actual top 5, I've heard of one of these countries. Of the top 10, I've actually heard of one of these countries. But these are the fattest countries. Number 1, Cook Islands.
heard of Cook
the
Islands.
Cook Islands.
Numero uno.
I mean, Cook's right in the name.
Overall BMI is 32.5. Tonga,
I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's like in like the Fiji area.
Yeah.
31.9. There too. This is the one I've heard of is Samoa,
Yep, heard of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
The Rock.
31.7. I take it back. Kuwait. I may have heard of this one. Kuwait.
The top 4 I've heard of so far.
And again, weight is right in the name.
Yeah.
I feel like this data is a little right on the nose.
St. Kitts and Nevis.
Oh, yeah. Those are Virgin Islands.
It's actually Nevis.
Oh, I was going to laugh. That was serious?
Yeah.
It's actually Nevis.
God, how'd you guys even know that?
Did you ever even take geometry in high school?
My brother actually went to Nevis before.
And speaking of BMI, fat doesn't necessarily mean unhealthy. You can be overweight and still maintain solid numbers for a long period of your life.
Plus fat floats.
Still, and fat people are hard to kidnap. Still, people, mostly children at this age, are bullied for their weight. And sometimes that weight is even guilt-free. It's not even their fault. We may not be the fattest country in the world, but let's face it, Americans are fat. Courtesy of the CDC, Darius, give us the 5 fast fat facts and say that first.
5 fast fact facts.
I think you threw another F word in there, and I appreciate that.
Fact.
All right,
Fucked.
go for it.
In the United States, 36.5% of adults are obese.
At this table, 66%.
You really narrowed that down.
Children who are overweight are 5 times more likely to be obese. Yeah.
Are you arguing these facts? These are facts.
No, yeah.
These are
he
5
just
facts.
said
fact-
yeah. He
These are
said yeah.
5 facts.
Facts. More than 40% of adults between the age of 40 and 59 are obese.
Hey, that's me.
Men are more likely to be overweight than women, but 40.4% of American women are obese. As of 2017, all 50 states have an obesity rate over 20%.
Wow.
20%. And just 2 decades ago, no state had a rate of over 15. Sounds like
Yeah.
Booty.
Sounds like
rocking
we need to
everywhere.
either encourage diet and exercise or change the stigma of America to fat is beautiful real soon. And not that those people don't exist already. There are fat admirers or chubby chasers all across the globe,
Like my wife.
like my wife. And you know what? To each their own. But much like any fantasy, sometimes just fulfilling a desire isn't enough.
Don't say filling.
Sometimes stuffing a desire just
Oh,
isn't
no,
enough.
that stuffing's not
follow
going
it
to
up,
work
huh?
either.
What happens when simply having an obese partner doesn't cut it anymore? Desire fades, leaving you wanting more. But you have a partner that also agrees. Our guest tonight has been seen on Howard Stern, TLC's Strange Sex, Tyra Banks, and more. Her and her husband, Philip, were featured guests because of their experience with Feederism. She puts on several hundred pounds over a short period in time in order to become a fat admirer's dream. She was awesome enough to come on the show and answer some burning questions. Please welcome Donna Gouamba. Donna, how are you tonight?
Good, thank you. Great to be here.
Donna, we are so excited to have you. Let's just jump right in. So, I know you're never supposed to ask a woman her weight, but how much did you weigh at the peak of your weight gain?
Well, my highest was 600.
600 on the dot, right there.
Yeah, let's give or take 5 pounds.
So were you always this heavy, or was the drastic change due to your husband's fetish?
No, I mean, I've always been big. I mean, ever since I was 5, I just started gaining weight, and I've always, in high school, you can't be fat in high school, so
Right.
it was like a Slim Fast and an apple a day, keep me at like 170.
Okay.
So
yeah.
so I'm big. It just seemed like after I had my children, or after I had my son, it just started. I just see ya.
So what's like a daily meal for you now?
It's hard to say because I just think that people when they gain weight, they either have to have the genes or they don't have the genes. And I have the genes because I have like 2 aunts that were over 400 pounds, and my mom wasn't that big, but she was bigger, and just scrambled through my whole family, just kind of big. So so you don't really have to eat a lot to be big sometimes. I usually just don't eat until I absolutely have to because I'm too lazy to get up and try to get something to eat.
Story of my life.
answer.
I've been there before.
Yeah. Well, you got to have the genes, even if the genes are, 40XL. That's genes are genes.
I imagine at over 600 pounds, you were probably immobile. Was that intentional, or did it add to the submissive part of the fetish?
No, I wasn't immobile at 600 pounds.
Oh.
I could still get around. I mean, I think actually right now I weigh 430, and I'm actually can get around less right now than I could when I was 600.
Oh, wow.
How's that? How does that work?
But just because I was younger and I didn't have arthritis setting in and slipped in, so
Hell getting old, right?
right.
That's a son of age is a son of a bitch.
That's right.
But it's better than the alternative.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. So obviously, you know, with gaining weight and everything, there's health risks to that. Were you like monitoring like your like blood pressure and cholesterol levels and stuff while you were gaining all that weight?
Yeah, most definitely. I've never really had a problem with blood pressure. And, you know, cholesterol levels I've had problems with, so I take medication for that. But yeah, definitely, you know, concerned, you know, as part of the whole eating thing, I just like to overeat on anything. It could be salads, but nobody thinks that that's sexy, so.
You throw enough ranch on anything, it's sexy. Okay, I'd like to actually jump into the fetish part of this. Whenever you first jumped into the relationship, was Philip sexually attracted to you then, or did you have to keep eating for him to move into that realm?
No, Philip likes anybody over 400 pounds. So as long as you're that weight, it's fine. So if you could just add on to that's just more the merrier. But yeah, he likes bigger women. He always has. Now, but I do have to say that my son's dad, I was about 300 pounds when him and I were together, and he worked at a steakhouse, so he would fix steak and lobster and shrimp and rolls and everything, and he would bring it home at like midnight. And he was like, he was like, and I'm like, I can't eat all this stuff at midnight. And he was like, yeah, but this is my dinner time. He's like, you're not going to eat when I'm like, oh, okay. So I started eating, and that's when I started really putting on weight.
All right, so let's talk about your website. So at the time, Philip did not just keep you to himself, maybe physically, but he created an online gallery of pretty provocative photos of you. First of all, tell us about those photos.
Well, I belong to I belong to a website. It was Supersized Supersized Big Beautiful Women. He would do just the pictures of me and the videos. But so he didn't own it or anything. We just actually I was just a part of it. I was just a model. But what happened was the UK, somebody in the UK, it was Barcroft Media, got in touch with me and they're like, we can't believe that you're so big and so comfortable being big and everything. And I just said, yeah, I don't care. I'm fine with being big. I wouldn't care if I was 1,000 pounds. And so then it just kind of snowballed from that. And then I'm on Tyra, and Tyra's getting mad at me, and yeah.
Tyra Banks, you said Tyra Banks was getting mad at you?
Yeah, got really mad. They ambushed me. They came to my house and they put like all these. They spent like, I don't know, $400 in just junk food, just putting everything around it. I'm like, that should have been my first clue. Something was going to go wrong.
I'm sorry, they were baiting you. They were literally baiting you by putting junk food around your house for you to eat.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So
what the?
It was supposed to be, the premise of the show was supposed to be you're going to be you're comfortable in your size. It wasn't supposed to be about gaining or anything. So I get on Tyra and she like ambushes me with this whole 1,000-pound thing, and I was like, because up until then I was just kind of doing a fetish. I was providing a fetish for my audience, and sometimes you don't like live that fetish. I mean, that's kind of a hard fetish to live, and so I was caught on Tyra with, do I say that I'm going to do this, or do I not do this? And so I just said, okay, and so I just went, but I mean, all along I was wanting to gain, so it wasn't like it was a big farce, but really thinking that I was going to get to 1,000 pounds was like, okay, well, who knows?
Yeah, well, it's still messed up that they kind of ambushed you, though.
Yeah, that's not okay.
How did you feel about that website? How did you feel about your own husband, I'm going to say the word, exploiting you and putting you on a webpage in provocative poses, chained to what I heard on TLC? You were chained to a fridge. You're wearing scantily clad outfits. How did you feel about that?
I mean, I didn't really want to do it because it was a lot of work to do it, and
That's
really-
why you didn't want to do it.
I didn't really do. I didn't because you got to have, the clothes and to do this, and I've come up with these things. I really didn't want to do it, but it helped. I mean, help pay the bills. But I really I really created a fantasy for people, for men that like big women. Men that like big women, they're usually either into squashing, where they like to be squashed and sat on and all that stuff, or eating a lot. And so I was doing the eating because that was pleasurable. So so I did that. But I really I'm just glad I'm out of it now. I just don't really have any interest in doing all that. I have fans every once in a while that'll contact me on Facebook and say, "Oh my gosh, why don't you get back into it?" I'm like, "No, don't want to do it." No.
Yeah, you're like, no, I'm out.
Oh, I understand.
I'm out of this.
So
I don't
before
wanna
we
do
move
that
on, tell me
anymore.
about squashing. What is the squashing fetish?
You can make $300 an hour actually doing this.
Wow.
Wow.
Pardon?
What?
Somebody get my shirt off. Let's do this.
I'll need scissors for that, John.
It's something serious. It makes
Okay.
good money.
Sorry, what is
Just
it?
where, just where somebody 350, 400 pounds actually sits on the man or whoever, woman, and they just like the feel of all the weight on them.
I'm in.
Wow,
Where do I
that's the
sit?
first time that sentence has ever been spoken.
Where do I sign? Just give me a paper. I'll sign it.
For the
You had a goal. You have 1,000 pounds.
You went for the brass ring.
You
Yeah, you reached for it.
You did. So why did you go for it?
Well, I think I went as far as I could go. It didn't seem like I was just pushed. It was like, yeah, I'm trying to gain, yeah, and I would get like $300 worth of sushi delivered to me from fans, and
Holy crap.
candy bars and ho-hos, and
Oh, that sounds all great.
Yeah, and who doesn't love eating?
yeah, exactly,
It's amazing.
exactly. I think
Absolutely amazing.
that's why I think people get mad, because they know that they love to eat. And you don't have because you got to play this game in society. You got to be like, I'm just leaning a little bit here, just a salad.
Yeah, so you mentioned a couple of times that you had at one point you had a goal of 1,000 pounds, which is no longer your goal. What kind of made you give up that goal?
I think that there's people that can. I just couldn't go any further. I wasn't gaining any weight. It wasn't going any further, and I didn't want it to be, because there's some people that make it like, okay, get on that scale. How much did you gain? And it's like, you know what? That's like losing weight. I mean, it's not fun anymore when you have to try to lose weight or try to gain weight. It's not fun.
Yeah, it becomes like a job, and it's not fun anymore.
I would agree, but I have to ask you: were you doing it for you, or were you doing it for him?
Well, I'm doing it because I love to eat.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
There
Amen,
it is.
sister.
Get it, girl.
Amen, sister.
Right.
Steve.
So now that you lost some weight, did Philip lose that love and feeling, or is there still a lot of food and sex happening in your guys' lives?
No, because he likes, especially, women that are over 400 pounds, and I'm still there, so it's still cool.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Get it.
Would you do it all over again, or do you now kind of regret gaining all the weight?
I tell you, I wouldn't do it over again because my daughter is really affected by it. Now that I never thought that she would be, a teenager and start seeing stuff online.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Does she regret that you've done it?
Oh yeah, it's caused a lot of problems with her. So, I mean, kids, I've never thought about it, but she's like, that's what the kids do. Let's Google each other.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, research and look up who this person is.
Have her friends and other people in school found it, and that's what's causing her
Yeah.
problems?
Well, the kids at school say, you're famous. Your mom's famous, because I got the Guinness Book of World Records, when I was pregnant with her. But she's not. It was a lot when we would film, and Japanese people coming over, Germany people coming over, and they would just sit and grill her about your mom and how do you feel about her and are you embarrassed, and it caused a lot of problems.
Okay.
What record do you have?
Thanks, Steve.
What's that?
What record do you have from Guinness?
Oh, to being the biggest woman to have a child.
Oh, nice. Oh, I mean, you got a record. Yeah, there you go.
And a healthy and a happy child, right?
Yeah.
I
Nailed
see
it.
pictures of her. You have a beautiful daughter.
Yeah.
Congratulations, by the way.
He's a sweetheart. Thank you. Yeah. I was 5:30 when I had her. 5:33.
Okay. How old is she now?
12.
Okay. Well, I mean, and 12's a tough
Right
age.
there, yeah.
Period. Hard stop.
yeah.
12 is that's a hard age. That's a hard age right
12 to 14's a tough time. Like it's
And she's not a bigger girl, right? She's
No, she's everybody is always my son is 23 and he is like,
oh shit.
I mean, he is real thin. I mean, and everybody's like, your kids are so skinny, and I'm like, they had other genes. I mean, they did have a father.
There was someone else involved.
well, from what I
Yeah.
can tell, your kids are amazing. You're amazing. I wish nothing but health and happiness for you. We all
Hell
do.
yeah.
Yeah.
And happy Thanksgiving. I know we're early. I hope you have the best Thanksgiving with you and your kids and your family, Steve.
By the time this comes out, though, it'll be maybe after Thanksgiving.
I don't know. I'm pretty good with this editing.
You
thing,
have been
maybe.
getting pretty good.
You have been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
This
has been a good time.
Thank you. Thank you for being so open and direct and honest with us.
Gotcha.
Donna, you're an inspiration. You're a true blessing. At the end of every episode, we play a game called Fact or Fuck.
And it's spelled F-U-C-T.
F-U-C-T is a cute thing.
So it's fun. It's funny.
Okay.
You want to play? You in? Yes or no?
Sure.
Here.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Pat, Rosalie Bradford holds the record for heaviest registered peak weight of 544 kilograms, or just under 1,200 pounds.
That's a lot.
That's really high. I'm going to say you would never do something in kilograms. I'm going to say fact.
Fact. Donna, what do you think?
100% fact. I know it.
Fact. It
Yeah,
is.
I was gonna
Nice
say
job, nice
I
job.
have that.
You don't even know what a kilogram
The
is,
kilogram
Sean.
thing.
Yeah.
The kilogram thing was put me over too.
Steve,
Hi.
the famous Gobblerito, or thanks.
You did this because I love the Gobblerito.
Or Thanksgiving style burrito sold by Mexican restaurant Mad Mex has 1,483 calories. Fact or fucked, Steve?
Oh my god! I think
1,483
I've
delicious
looked
calories.
this up too. I have looked this up before.
And that's a Pittsburgh company, too.
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say fact. It's probably fuck though.
Donna, what are your thoughts?
Fact.
That's a fact.
Yes!
Well done.
Wow.
Nice.
Fact.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting murdered right now.
I have looked that up multiple times because
Yeah.
I've wanted
I
to.
knew it was above 1,000.
Darius, you're up, buddy.
That's like a day's worth of calories.
292-pound Ronald Gold of Connecticut in 2009 ate what forensic pathologists described as over 19 pounds of food until a perforation formed in his stomach lining, killing him in less than 24 hours. Fact or fuck, Darius?
Good night.
That's like 2 Gobblerito.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
a lot
that's
of
a lot of
Stare
Gobblerito.
directly at my body while you answer it.
Girl, look at that body.
Your fried eggs.
He don't work
fried
out.
eggs.
I'm going to go with fucked.
Fucked.
Boom, ba-dum, boom, boom,
Donna.
ba-dum, boom.
Fact.
That is fucked.
Wait, we're 3 for 3 right now?
Has this ever happened?
Pat.
Yeah, we've gone 5.
Yeah, we have.
Pat. 1884 holds a record of a man named Vince Simple, a man with a waistline measuring 69 inches, who claimed he could stop a bullet with his gut. The first shot directed towards him missed completely. The other struck him in the lower abdomen, killing him instantly. Fact or fucked, Pat?
Let's see. He had the itty bitty waistline
say-
going with the baseline.
Stare at my body.
Did you say 1884?
1884.
I mean, I don't care how
That's a
fat you
long
are.
time
a
ago.
bullet's gonna go through you, so I'm gonna say fucked.
Fucked. Donna.
Not true.
That is fucked to both of you. Well done.
Oh my god! All right, it's up to me.
Okay, that was a total guess.
It's up to me. Here we go.
Steve. According to Pornhub Insights, in 2017...
Oh, why couldn't I get this?
Yeah,
one?
In 2017, BBW, or Big Beautiful Woman, ranked 14th in overall searches in the United States and Canada.
fact.
Donna.
Fact.
That's fucked. I mean,
Oh, was it higher? Was it
It
higher?
was probably
It's more like
higher.
50%.
Damn.
Was it higher?
I made that up.
Thanks a lot, Steve.
There was no. I just.
There goes the
was no
streak.
thing.
Because if you look on there, it'll tell you what it's
I
ranked.
understand, but it's
Damn it.
They don't even
I
have
wouldn't
statistics.
know. What was the site again? I've never heard of it.
Yeah,
Last
I
one,
never
Donna.
heard
I'll let
that
you go. I
site.
promise.
I would never go
Darius, the current record for heaviest woman alive today is Pauline Potter from California, weighing 643 pounds. Factor fucked. Darius.
Well, it's not in kilograms, so
12 kilograms.
there. I'm gonna go with fuck.
Fuck, Donna.
Okay, I have a problem with this one because I know the true answer because I know her, and she was actually with my. She was actually a part of Bombshells, and my old manager made her that weight to make her look that size. So she's actually. It is true that they have that. That's in the media, but it's not true that that's her how much she weighs. There you go.
wow.
Oh shit.
Well, now I gotta know.
Oh.
You got called out,
Wait a
Sean.
minute, it's on the internet. So how much?
Oh, if
does-
it's on the internet, it must be true.
Yeah, anything on the internet.
Woo!
The
Donna,
internet says-
Donna, how much does she weigh?
The internet says that I'm worth $2 million. So, okay.
They
Oh.
also said
we-
I don't have egg nipples.
Donna's
so-
like, where's that money at?
Yeah, we take donations.
Donna, how much does she actually weigh?
She's like about 500, maybe
Like-
470.
Like I said, 643 right there.
So,
Same
fucked.
ballpark. Fucked it is to both of you. Well done.
I'm the only one. We've never gone 6 for 6, and I fucking blew it.
Good job, Steve.
Guys,
Damn you, Pornhub.
thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening. If you like this episode and want to hear more like it, check us out at weekendsuperheroes.com. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you get your podcasts.
Google Podcasts. Google. I'm the Android guy.
Yeah.
Right,
The one.
of course.
The one of them.
Yeah, if
only.
you're the one Android guy, that's where you're going to find them. Donna, would you like to say goodbye to all your fans out there and everyone who loves you?
Yes, I've had a great time. Thanks, guys. It's been wonderful. And if you have, call me back again if you need anybody to talk to you about weight.
No, I like that thing
Anytime.
because that leaves it open to suggestion. That's a I appreciate it, Donna. Thank you guys so much. Pat, would you like to say goodbye?
Good night, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving.
Steve,
I love you guys.
Eat
Happy
lots.
Thanksgiving.
Darius,
Goodbye to the ladies. Happy Thanksgiving.
and always remember to podcast responsibly.
Sean, put your shirt on.